Hey guys, this is Nicholas from the Calcio Guys. Just sharing my post-match reactions from Inter Juve. I think if there's one sentence that could describe this match, it's a tale of two halves. Because I think the 1-1 draw is pretty fair, considering that Inter was the better team the first half, and then Juve was the better team the second. I think it didn't live up to the typical hype or expectations. There was obviously a hype heading into the game. It didn't live up to the expectations as other Inter Juve games. Usually when we get these draws, it's like end of the season when the Scudetto race is done, like we had in 2019. I think it was still a good game, though some people, I know I saw on Twitter, were saying it wasn't a good game. I think it was still good. You saw the intensity, you saw the passion. It was amazing to have a full crowd at the San Siro, over 50,000 people. Beautiful to see. Personally, I wasn't a fan of Allegri's tactics from the start. I would have liked to see Chiesa for a full match. Obviously, I would have loved to see Dybala for a full match too, but he's coming off an injury. I don't think that was in the books yet. And you saw his impact. The moment he came on, you saw his impact. I mean, I know he scored the penalty, but it felt like Juve just deserved the goal at that point. They had a couple of chances. Morata, it wasn't his best game. There was a couple of chances where he didn't hit the net. Like that one pass he got from Locatelli, he has time and he heads it, 20 feet to the right of the net. So Dybala, I think, really made an impact. Chiesa, yeah, I said I would have liked to see him from the start. I find Chiesa, when he comes on as a sub, he doesn't have as big of an impact as when he has the full game. Especially he was very off to the right. He wasn't very involved. But Juve's midfield, I think the difference was, for Juve in the first half was the midfield. They weren't good at all. McKennie, Bentancur couldn't make a pass. Locatelli was carrying the midfield. Someone has to remind McKennie that he has to play as an attacking midfielder because he was very far back. Unless that was part of the tactics, then that doesn't make sense because Allegri's tactics is usually score first and then defend. This time they got scored on first and then they're still defending, or at least McKennie was defending. And then the fact that Bernardeschi couldn't bring that attacking element to the midfield after he got hurt like 16 minutes in, and Bentancur came on, he was awful. So many bad passes, didn't do anything right. It was frustrating to watch. I think that's where Inter kind of won the first half on the wings too. They dominated on the wings too, with especially with Perisic. I found he had a good game, and Darmian of course too. But then I think what hurt Inter is also they're up 1-0. I forget what minute it was, but when they subbed off Hakan for Gagliardini, and it reminded me of Inter Juve in 2018 when Icardi came off when they had a lead. I forget who came on. It might have been Gagliardini actually. I think they tried to lay it back too much, and at the end that's what kind of hurt them. Dumfries with the penalty. Some people are going to say it's not. I mean, there's a contact. And on the other side, some people are saying Dzeko was offside. He wasn't. It's just part of the rivalry, I guess. All these people talking, and I think the real winners of this game are Napoli, Milan, because they go +7 on Inter, and +10 on Juve. But for Juve, that's, I think it's 8 or 9 undefeated now in all competitions. They haven't lost since September 11th, the game against Napoli. They've already played Napoli, Milan, Inter, and Roma in these first 9 matches. So they have all the bottom of the table to go. So I think now, okay, they didn't get the wins against the top teams above them, but they need to start picking up wins now against these bottom teams. So I think all in all, Juve won a point. Inter lost 2 points with the fact that they lost the lead in this game. I think Juve has to be happy. Inter not so much.